Hilarious!
Kvetcher Studio.
He's the only guy in the scene, so this is our starting point.
This is Young, right?
This is Young. And then he goes and walks around just to make the interest point to go to Long Yi. Long Yi walks out with a book, and then he goes to here, the main part of the frame. So then the book says Kvetcher Studio, and maybe there's another book that says Hilarious.
Yeah, the title
He puts them both down. At this point, Bryn is starting to walk in the background already towards Long Yi. Young is kind of like made his way back here. So then, Bryn will come over to Long Yi and be like, hey, how's it going? What's up? And Long Yi will be like, no, go away. I'm studying. I don't have time for you. You suck. So Bryn will be like, okay, you're a jerk, kind of. Walk over to here to go to her place, and that's when hopefully we'll get the attention of me. And so then this mime pops out, and I look silly and crazy and whatever, and I go over to Bryn, and I'm like, hey Bryn, here's a fake balloon for you that I made. And she's like, oh wow, that's so funny, yay. And I go over here, and I go over to Young, and I'm like, hey, here's flowers that I got made for you. I picked them right for you. And you're like, wow, that's so cool, awesome, great. And then I go over here, and I'm like, okay, let's try this guy out. So then I go over here, and I start reading a book. And I'm reading my fake book, and then I try to push it over towards him. And then he's like, no, screw you. And he pushes the book away, or the fake book away. So I'm trying to get his attention. I do things like, then what I try to do is like I try to take I do a magic trick. Like I try to take a nickel out of his ear, and he just swats me away again. I'm like, oh, okay. So then what I'll try to do next, I guess, is I could walk over here maybe, and I'll try to like wind up to do a lasso
Here.
over here.
That will be better. Let's
Okay,
keep
yeah.
the angle.
And then he just doesn't even like notice or doesn't respond. I go over here and I start to put on my reading glasses and paint a little picture that, or like furiously write or something that I'm gonna try to like bring to Long Yi. And he's like, no, he doesn't even care.
Yeah, he doesn't.
And I think this is finally the point where I give up and I'm like, okay. So I like raise like a knife, like a fake knife to like try to kill myself. And I'm like, oh, I'm gonna kill myself. So I stab myself and I'm like, Long Yi, help me, help me, help me. And he's like, no, dude, get away from me. And at this point, you guys are already kind of walking over here to other sides. So he says, get away from me. And then all of you guys come out and say, shh. And I follow you guys. And then I, to my ultimate, to my demise. And you guys are clapping. And then I kind of drag myself off. Maybe we'll have a little cut or a fade.
off. Yeah.
Then I come back into the scene, this time carrying a pie. And Long Yi really likes pie. So I put it on the table and he's like, what? What is that? And it's real. I didn't expect that. So he puts his book down. I'm like, here, I'm sorry for everything that I did to annoy you. I put the pie in front of him and he's like, he gives me a look like, you know what? You're an all right guy. You're fine. And he goes in to look at the pie and I smash his face into the pie. And that's the end.